Have you ever had a moment so embarrassing that it instantly became one of the funniest stories of your life? I mean, a moment you replay in your head and can't help but laugh. Well, this definitely happened to me, and I have to share it. It was a totally normal day. I was at the city's main shopping mall with my family. You know the scene. The place was absolutely packed. Loud conversations echoing everywhere, people rushing past. The delicious smell of all kinds of food wafting through the air. It was that classic, chaotic, and vibrant food court atmosphere. After walking around for what felt like forever, we decided it was time for lunch. We all scattered to get our favorite foods, and after a bit of a search, we managed to find a long, empty bench right in the middle of the food court. A perfect spot. We all sat down together, ready to dig in. I was sitting at the very, very end of the bench. This detail is important. Extremely important. We were just chilling, talking, laughing, and enjoying the moment. Then, someone said the classic, inevitable phrase, "Hey, let's take a picture." Everyone immediately agreed. It was a scramble of activity. We all leaned in closer, adjusted our positions, quickly fixed our hair, and tried to strike that perfect, natural but not too natural pose. The phone was up, smiles were ready. I wanted to get a better angle, to fit into the frame just right, so I shifted my weight just a little bit. And that's when everything went spectacularly wrong. I didn't notice. I had completely forgotten that I was perched right on the edge of the bench. In less than a second, I felt that strange, heart-stopping sensation. That sudden feeling of empty space behind you where something solid should be, and then, boom, I fell, straight onto the hard floor of the food court. In that exact moment, it felt like the world stopped. The constant buzz of noise faded into silence. The conversations paused. Time itself seemed to slow down. And then came the stares. The entire food court was completely full, and it felt like every single person had seen it happen. People looked shocked. Some covered their mouths, trying to stifle a gasp or a laugh. Others just stared, wide-eyed. My family's reaction was immediate, but also a hilarious mix of emotions. Some of them were instantly worried, shouting, "Are you okay? Are you hurt?" Others were just frozen in surprise, their mouths hanging open. And then there were the ones who couldn't hold it in. They started laughing right away. And what about me? I just stayed there on the floor for a few seconds, trying to process what had just happened. My first thought was a quick mental check. Am I hurt? Nope, just my pride. Second thought, did everyone see this? Oh yes, without a doubt, everyone saw it. But then, something totally unexpected happened. I started laughing. And I don't mean a little, forced chuckle. I mean a real, uncontrollable, deep belly laugh. I looked up at my familiar, beautiful collage of worried faces, laughing faces, and utterly confused faces, all at the same time. And I just couldn't stop laughing. The whole situation was just too ridiculous to be anything else. Just seconds before, we were all trying to capture this perfect, happy family selfie. And now, here I was, lying on the floor, having accidentally become the main attraction of the entire food court. Seeing that I was okay and laughing, the people around us started to relax. Some cracked a smile. Others let out the laugh they'd been holding back. One guy even shouted, "That's a new pose for pictures," which just made me laugh even harder. My family helped me up, and they were all still laughing. I was laughing, they were laughing. Any feeling of embarrassment just evaporated in that shared moment of absurdity. I sat back down on the bench this time, safely in the middle, and we tried to continue our lunch. But the mood had completely changed. Every time someone looked at me, we'd all burst out laughing again. Every time we remembered the thud of the fall, more laughter would follow. And the picture, oh yeah, We definitely took it after that. And now, that photo is forever linked to the story of my spectacular fall. That moment has stayed with me, not because I fell, but because of how light and funny everything became right after. Sometimes, life literally trips you up. And instead of shame or embarrassment, it hands you a great story. A memory. Something you can laugh about for years and years to come. That day, without a doubt, turned into one of the most comedic moments of my entire life. All because of a simple family selfie, taken a little too close to the end of a bench. It just goes to show that our most embarrassing moments often make for the best memories. You just have to be willing to laugh at yourself. If this story made you smile, or even laugh a little, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And subscribe for more real-life stories and funny moments. I'd love to hear from you, so comment down below if something like this has ever happened to you. Because life is just so much better when we can laugh at our own ridiculous moments. Thanks for watching.